We are live, I think. Yep. This phone cannot upload and convert and record with the Nimball app at the same time. It locks up. I can record with the regular with the regular camera app, but with the Nimball app, it uses too much processing power. So that kind of sucks, because sometimes I like to upload the video and then while it's uploading, record, because it takes up so much time to upload. I can be working and recording, because I did quit my career, so it's very important that, I'm recording and getting content on the internet for everybody of my life and what it is I'm going to be doing very shortly, so people are aware of it. But I had the bubble guts bad. I had to run. It was bad. But yeah, I got the stuff transferred over. It's safe. Secure. Everything's, done. I'm not sure what happened to the background. Why? Oh, I see why. Next background. It has some type of I did download something from my background, from my for my desktop wallpapers. I gotta fuck with it. But what we need to do is smoke. I just finished my coffee. I'm about to finish it. We're gonna smoke and go get this transmission off. That's what I'm about to go do. I gotta get it done. So that's what's happening right now. Gotta make some room up here. It's weird having this dresser over here and not in my room. I just kind of like it over here. I'm happy I decided to keep all this stuff. I asked God to make a way. I asked God to keep it, I put it out there. I'm happy I put the stuff out there, though, because I would have never met Bill, Bill's been helpful, man. I wouldn't be, I'd be working on the truck, don't get me wrong, but it wouldn't be getting done as fast, he's been helpful. God knew I needed his help, I asked God for help, so. Yeah, I'm about to do, one or two of these, depending on how the first one gets me. So, yeah, we're about to smoke. I'm doing this, I'm rolling up a fatty, and then we're heading outside. I'm gonna get that transmission off. Y'all are gonna watch me take the transmission off. That's important. I gotta get that off and get that listed, and then I really need to get that motor moved as well. The first thing I'm buying is a cherry picker, which doesn't make any sense because I just sold one. I had one, but I helped somebody, a military guy, out. So, and I really don't want to buy a cherry picker and drag it with me down there. So, I gotta figure something out though. But that mentioned that motor's got to be moved so I can get to the diff. The front diff is, worth a lot of money. A nice chunk of change. So, that's where some of my money's at. I got to get it out. And it's underneath the motor. So, unless I lift the frame up and pull it that way, that's possible. But then if I jack up the frame, I got to worry about the motor rolling backwards. So I might as well just pull it anyways. I got to work on it. I got to put new gaskets on it. Yep, I'm definitely going to get another hit. I like the Lit Labs, man. It's worth it for your money. It's worth every penny, but I definitely prefer the Loco. There's these Loco. It's made by Loco, LOCO. They come in a dark, a round cylinder. It comes in a dark one. So it doesn't get light to it, so it doesn't get broken down by UV exposure. It's $30 for one, but you get 2 grams. But let me tell you, they have patent pending extractions. If you flip them, there's numbers on them, and I study numbers. 17, 9, they have 17, 9, 8, 6. And there's different names from them, and I found some that have actual CBD in them. Local actually goes out of their way to make them with CBD and CBGs as well, and other chemicals that are which are hard to find. Most people, they grow their plant to get people high. People want to get smoked out and fried, which is great and all, but the CBD is what heals you, is what helps with, problems. I have really bad, could have sworn it sounded like somebody just rolled up. I have really bad, restless legs in the morning, and I get really bad muscle cramps, especially from all the yoga, working out, overexertion. The CBDs, the marijuana helps a lot with, that stuff with sleep. It's terrible, and I've had it when I was growing up. I remember crying to my mom, begging her to get my legs to stop, the restless legs to stop, and my mom didn't know what to do. My mom, I feel terrible now thinking about it. Like, that must have terrorized my mom, you know what I mean, not being able to do anything for me. But thinking about it as well, too, now that I think about it, my mom, like, it used to happen a lot at night, my mom never rubbed my legs or anything. No one ever rubbed my legs. Grandma, nobody. The only person that knew what to do was my real dad. I remember going over there. My real dad used to pick me up and lie to my grandma, his mom, and get money for her. Tell her he's gonna take me out, and he would go out and get money from her, a couple $100, man. And I'd watch my dad turn a couple $100 into $1,000 real quick, and then he would spend half of it on drugs and coke and fucking crack and be playing poker, and I'd watch him blow it all. He would always take me out, though. I give him that. He'd always take me out to eat. Always. We always ate good. He always took me somewhere to eat good, and he always took me to the park. Always took me somewhere to play. But I was always in the hood. Always at the drug dealers' houses. I've lived in the hood. And I liked getting away from my mom. It was, abusive over there. So I was going over my grandma's house, my Polish side of the family, every weekend. Every weekend I could to get away. And, we'd drive around, he'd be smoking crack in the car with me in the car. I mentioned this before, and I would be getting contact, off of this stuff at a young age, And he's over here wheeling and dealing in guns and, drugs, and I'm in the passenger seat with these people, like, I know all these people by name, you know what I mean? They all know me, you know what I mean? A young kid, you know what I mean? Just, you know what I mean? They're all telling me not to be like my dad and yelling at my dad, you know what I mean? For letting me in that lifestyle. And what's funny is I always remember him saying, "What do you want me to do? This is all I know. The fucking mom won't let me see him. Or, you know what I mean? Won't let me. I just know got into his life, you know what I mean? What do you want from me? This is how I live." At least he was honest, man. At least he was straight up with it. I give him that, man. He didn't hide it. I hate that man for it, in a sense. But he didn't hide it. He was always straight up about it. And I haven't seen him since 08. It's kind of fucked up. But I understand why he went crazy, too. The women, man. I mean, look what my mom did to him, My mom ran off, was already married, right? To my two older brothers' fathers. To my two older brothers, father, and ran off and got pregnant with me. When I came back, man, they didn't like me. They used to torture me, man. Tie me up, throw me in the closet for hours at a time. Sometimes the whole day. I was a master escape artist, which I mentioned before in another video, and I've forgiven them, I understand why they did it, but, you know, they don't ever want to talk about it, you know, and if I bring it up, they act like it never happened. And maybe they don't remember, I don't know. That stuff was traumatizing. Getting that stuff done to you and doing that stuff, you know, they were traumatized from their mom leaving. You know what I mean? That's why, you know, they did what they did. You know, and that's why the evil one, that's why I know the evil one exists, because I know truly down in their heart, you know, they if they do remember, they didn't mean to do that. You know, they wouldn't have done that if they would have realized the, you know, the effects of what happened. You know what I mean? The trauma that's you know, the impression it's left on me and my heart and my mind my whole life. You know, and I'm just now speaking about this. You know, I never spoke about this to people. There's many things, you know, I've never spoken about. Like when I was, you know, locked up, I finally just told one of my brothers that his girlfriend, which they call Chicken Legs, which passed away, she used to sexually touch me. You know, you know, he would leave. What's crazy? I told him he didn't believe me. He told me I'm lying. I put this on God, man. That she used to do this, man. I used to sneak down there because I liked it. I would lie and act like I'm going downstairs to play video games. I mean, I'd play Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo, you know. But I was going down there really to go touch Chicken Legs, you know, go touch her, and she would let me touch her boobs, you know, down here, and you know, taste my fingers, all that stuff. And she was, you know, she used to tell me. She would tell me she would justify it and say that she's doing it so I don't turn out gay like my brothers. That's crazy. That's crazy. She's gone now. It's fucked up. You know, and before I would say like if I didn't know Jesus, I'd been like, hell yeah, you know? But that's not cool, man. It's not. Shit's not cool. And everybody, I don't care what anybody says, all kids play around and are curious. They explore, it's in our nature. And then you got evil, you know what I mean, tempting you. And if you don't have a parent, you know what I mean, watching, supervising, and then half the time they're not even parents that are supervising. They were never taught the correct way, you know, they were taught some fucked up shit. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've been through this shit my whole life, man. I've watched it over and over and over again. All over the world, man. It doesn't matter where you go, it's all the same. It don't matter what country, man. It doesn't. But we're about to get to work. I'm stoned. I know that. I got a really good buzz. I'm not even gonna go roll a joint right now. No need for it. So what I'm gonna do, the first thing is get everything off around it. You know, like this hose, I'm gonna pull it to the side without trying to mess anything up. You know, you got these lines, these trans lines, which are, you know, transmission cooling lines, most likely. Um, that's what I gotta do. I would love to keep this engine, but I mean, it's just transmission, but the money I can get for it, um, and the money I can get for it, I'm able to buy in other parts that I need to get the truck, to get this motor running fast. That's the whole reason why I'm doing it as well. Otherwise, I'd keep it. If I could use the money that I have and, you know, saved up for some of the money that I have saved up for the boat, I would. But that's not the purpose of what I'm doing either. That's not the purpose of what I'm trying to show either. So, you know, I wanted to be able to give you guys, you know, some content and also show somebody that might be in the same situation, you know, where they might want to do this type of swap and don't have a lot of money, you know. This is a really budget-friendly way to get a newer style motor that is more reliable and more efficient, cheaper to keep and maintain. You know, they made more of these motors, you know. The Chevy 350s are starting to get phased out, you know. These are more popular these days, you know, and there's more aftermarket support for these. That's why you're able to do more cheaper builds, and you're able to get more power. You're able to do more. It's just simple. It's that simple, you know. so more people use them. That stuff, which all that stuff is muddy. I'm gonna take like a shovel. I'm at ground right here. It's all muddy and shit. I'm about to take a shovel and kind of like scrape it up. That's why I was letting it dry. But I wanted to come out here earlier, but I was doing the research looking for parts, you know? I had to figure out ballpark it. So far I'm looking around ballpark 800 for the intake system, and for the trans you're looking at 500. So you're looking at so far 1,300. You know, that's gonna eat up most of the money that I'm gonna be getting from these parts. So I got to be really firm on the price, and I got to make sure that, you know, I clean it up, make sure that people like what they see if I want to get the, you know, maximize my dollar. And I have to if I want to get these parts and get this truck running. But I also went through my Facebook Marketplace app, and I went through everything that I have listed on my Facebook, the expensive stuff, you know, like my furniture, like that table. I've been asking for 100. I've been asking God what to do, you know, like what to do. I lowered it to 250 on Facebook Marketplace. A lot of the stuff, like the seats, the Geo Metro seats, you know, I listed for 150. I put those to 75. The gas tank I had listed for 100 for the gas tank and fuel pump. You know, 50 for both, and that's an OEM fuel pump. You know, I put 75 for the gas tank and the fuel pump. You know, I took this down $10. I put 30 instead of 40. You know, there's a lot of other things too that I lowered the price on, and Facebook Marketplace that I have listed. So I'm hoping people will bite. I've been getting a lot of clicks. This week I've got 800 clicks. So it does it once a week. It tells you how many clicks. And I've been getting a lot today. I've been getting over I've gotten over 30, 40 clicks today, something like that. I don't know the exact number, but it's there. It's up there. So that's why I got to get this off. And it tells you, Facebook Marketplace tells you what you're getting the most clicks on, you know, and which ones. And what's funny is the rack, that bread shelf rack, that fucking artsy looking thing over there, that's getting the most hits out of the motor. The motor, this is getting the second. That's funny. And that the table is getting hits too. The desk, nothing. Pretty much everything else, like, they're getting stuff. Some of them are, and most of them aren't. You know, people are looking at them, but they're not saving it or anything like that. Because you can see if people saved it too. So, alright, toolbox there, grab the bag. I'm excited to get this off. I gotta grab the oil pan. I don't know where to put it. There it is. And a lot of the car parts too are lowered as well, like the steering gear rack. Not the rack itself, but because I haven't got that off down there, but the actual box, the steering box. I got that. I wish I had a smaller fucking oil pan. That oil pan's kind of high, but it should be fine. Cause it's just this and this one I gotta worry about. I can pull it to the side for now. That's off. I think we're good. We just gotta balance it. I gotta get the jack. I don't know if I'm gonna use a jack stand. I gotta get this bottom cover off first. I'm gonna work on getting this off because there's torque converter bolts there. I'm gonna get that cover off. Yeah, and then slide a jack or something underneath there. So when I start bolting it, I can, move it. these are always glued in. When the first time you ever unplug these factory, they have glue on them. They're a bitch to get off. I usually take a heat gun or like a blow dryer or something. Make sure you don't melt it if we use a heat gun. Make sure it's not too hot. But heat it up. That's what will get it off. You have to sometimes. You gotta heat it up. You gotta heat up the adhesive. That's the only way it's gonna come out. Use a heat gun. That's what I use. Don't put the heat right on it. Like burn it if it's a heat gun. Just put the heat by it. Close to it. Look it up. People will show you how to do it. There's other ways of doing it, but that's how I usually do it. So yeah. But it's always there. That's why I just left this too. I just cut it there. The wire harness on this truck was shot anyways. The first thing I did is when I pulled it onto the driveway, I pulled the power. So when I'm cutting wires and stuff, I ain't got to worry about things getting fucked up. That's the first thing you want to do. Plus, you don't want to get shocked anyway. So, yep. But yeah, I'm going to get something underneath this and get going. Everything is good besides the, I got to get this off. I mean this one, which I already got that bolt off. Usually it just twists off, if I remember correctly. It's just like a little O-ring. It's the same one. It almost looks like the shape is almost similar to the other transmissions that I've seen on GMs. Yep. That's what I thought. So there goes the oil. Oil looks really good. I'm happy with it. I should have dumped a little bit of oil out that was in it so when people come they could have seen, but whatever. Yeah, don't let that drain. Red trans fluid. Pretty sure the GMs take Dexron Mercron. That Dex 3 or 4 shit, 5, whatever the fucking. It always has like the Roman numerals and shit. It's a factory unit, man. I always recommend running factory units if you're working and shit. Unless you're racing, and you're, you got somebody that knows what they're doing, like a trans company that does it for you, or you know what you're doing. Stay with factory. That's why I'm going to be able. That's the only reason why I'm going to be able to get 1,200 out of this. Is because it's a factory unit. It's never been open. It's been sealed. And it only has 40,000 miles on it. That's the only reason why I'm going to get 1,200 for it. I'll take the first 1,000, man. I'm asking 1,500. We're best offer. You always want to ask a little bit more when you go best offer because you want to give people a deal. And then you get more close to what you're asking for, That's the name of the game. That's how it's played. These little plastic clips. Those are off. I'm surprised those came off that easy. These right here, man. These are important. There's a special wrench you want to use for these. Alright? You don't want to use a regular open-end wrench. You'll fuck it up. You'll strip the shit out. You want one of these. Right here. That's what you gotta use. You gotta have this end. You got to. That's what you want to use. It's an 18 millimeter on this one, so don't ever use an open end, man. You'll strip this out because this is aluminum. This isn't metal, like steel right here. This is aluminum, and this is what you use on like the brake master cylinders and stuff. So it's a brake, it's basically a line wrench, an oil line wrench, brake line wrench, brake fluid wrench. There's so many different names for it. In English they call spanners. They call open end wrench spanners. I actually like to call them spanners for some reason. Don't want to go the wrong way either. A lot of times I've learned you want to tighten it a little bit first, then go loose. That helps a lot cracking things loose, especially with like ratchets. It for some reason it helps a lot. With these two, you got to be careful when you tighten them since they're aluminum. You want to make sure you don't over tighten them. Tighten them till they're firm. If you believe it's got to be torqued down, most likely it needs to be torqued down. So make sure you get the torque specs and stuff. Which I don't. I had a torque one. I had a Pittsburgh one from Harbor Freight. Pretty sure my brother has it. I bought it when I came home. Just got it not too long ago. Well, it's been a while now, about a year ago, and I haven't seen it in a couple months. Which means my dad let him come in the garage when I wasn't home at work, use it, and he never brought it back. It's another reason why I'm tired of him. I told him I don't want him in my life anymore. Constantly letting family over stealing my shit. Why would I live with you, let you live with me or live together if you're gonna do something like that? Allow that to happen. It didn't make any sense to me. I see where your loyalty lies. So, get the fuck out of my life. This one's bigger, it seems. Hopefully I have a bigger one. We're gonna have to figure some out. I really don't want to use the open end wrench on it. I really don't. That'd be bad. Let's see. 7/16. Oh. Nothing. That's dead. Sucks because I had a whole kit for all those wrenches, but people fucking always I let people use my stuff and they plus a lot of the stuff got thrown together too. And it looks like I'm gonna have to use an open and wrench. I think I don't have a choice. It's not good. I have to be careful. Close. Oh, it looks like a 17 or 18 to me, but doesn't look like I have a 17 or 18. At least I don't see one yet. There's a 16. That looks too small. Yeah. It's probably a 19. You know what I should do? Take this open end wrench, do this, and then I can kind of have a reference, Now I have a reference. A lot simpler that way, Boom. Gotta get bigger than that. I think I might have found it. It's got a little play. 3/4. I can't even think what a fucking 3/4 is right now. It's smoked. My mind's fucking fried. The fuck, man? Always gotta have problems, It wouldn't be fun without it. I'm about to heat it up and then crank it with this one since it's just. I'm not using that line anyways. I just don't want it to be stuck in there. I can always cut it right here, they can take it out. But I believe I can get it out without fucking it up, so. Or at least having it stuck in there. I'm gonna go grab my torch, I'll be right back. Alright, we are back. It ain't gonna need much heat. It should be good. Tighten it. Loosen it. Go. We are good to go. Still has trans food in it a little bit, but it should come out good. After this, all I gotta do is start working on that bottom plate, and then get something underneath it once we get the bottom plate removed. I might need Bill to help me turn the motor, to get the flywheel bolts off. We're gonna have to put something on the front of the motor and turn it, which I already had a guy over here. I'm about to grab that while it's hot. I already had a guy over here, said he's gonna buy the motor, shook on it. We agreed with the price, because I was gonna sell the motor. I'm glad I didn't know. I didn't know Bill at the time. You know, I was getting ready, I was getting desperate, I was ready to go. I'm ready to go, you know. So I'm kind of glad everything happened. I met Bill, God delivered, you know, God came through. You know, I was about to be stubborn, do it my way. Not be patient. God told me to be patient, be patient. You know, you got time, so, you know. I'm gonna have to go this way, I think. Yep. I don't want this going everywhere. I'm just sorry to get this out. There we go. Awesome. A little bit's gonna go on the ground, but at least most of it's, you know. Ain't gonna worry about that. It's out the way. I want to get to these bolts. What is it? Yeah, we're getting somewhere. Excited. That's the thing. I remember 15. So I'm so happy. Bill made me this little toolbox, man. Bill's a shit, dude. I like Bill a lot. Bill's fucking cool as fuck. Alright. 15 millimeter. I think that's what it was. Yes, sir. Get this puppy off. Probably heat these up a little bit. Think I have to go down. If I'm facing it this way, lefty, right, I'm gonna have to go down. I'm gonna take some heat. This Trans got 40,000 miles on it, so these bolts haven't been out for 40,000 miles, you know, on this bottom cover. This bottom cover is what gives it strength, you know, it covers it, it gives it strength. They sell aftermarket ones that have, you know, made out of different metals and stuff. They have different, like, ridges inside of them, make them stronger or whatnot. It heats up fast, you know, you don't want to overheat shit. I don't want to bust my knuckle either. I should put a glove on. Put a glove on. I'm telling you, man, you should wear gloves. At least have one glove. The fucking one that you're using all your strength on. I'm telling you, man, busting your knuckles, not worth it. You still gonna bust your knuckle, you're just not gonna lose all your skin. Looks like I'm gonna have to figure something out. That's why I need an impact. The one I have is in the pawn shop. I needed food. side will work either. Down here, maybe? Might have to put a bar on this. What if I get to the other one? Other side better. That's what I thought. It's all because of the angle. They're not on that hard. I didn't think they were, man. I'm like, this shouldn't be that hard. Comes one. I'll get it off. Damn. There we go. I mean, they are torqued on. They should be torqued on if it was installed professionally. Which I don't have a torque wrench, but I got two loose. Which I think there should be two on the other side. There might be one on the middle and the bottom. I gotta see. This is a bitch to get to on top when you're putting it in on the ground on your back. I did it in that truck over there. Fuck that. I did it twice. I said, we're doing this the real way. That's why I popped the fucking cab off, the frame. I wasn't climbing on my back doing this anymore, man. I'm not. Fuck all that backyard shit. Do it military style. But you know, that other truck, I'm just replacing the trans real quick. I'm not trying to pop the whole. I tore this truck apart, for the motor, you know what I mean, and made money off of it. The black truck, you're not really doing that. So I was forced to get to this bolt, and getting to this bolt's a bitch. And if you look, one's missing. So either they stripped it out. That's probably what happened. They probably stripped it out. That means I might have to get it threaded if I want to put it in. Or they lost the bolt or something. Which I'm gonna have to put a bar on this side. Which sucks because it goes on the angle down. The bar that I have is long. So I'm gonna have to probably use a swivel. Wish I had an impact. It'd come off in 2 seconds. My impact broke. Trying to think. I'm getting hungry, man. I ain't got no food. Got peanut butter and jelly, but nothing. I had no money, no food, anything. I gotta get this shit off, It's already 5 o'clock. Looking for that swivel. Look at that bitch. There we go. Swivel should help. Yeah, tack the bolt at a different angle, I get the fucking swivel on. Fuck. Bitch. I didn't fucking pinch my skin. Bitch. No, man. Bitch. I'm about to go ask Bill for some help. Bill has tools. I'm gonna go down to Bill's. We're about to go down to Bill's. I need Bill's help. I know Bill has tools down there. And Bill, 2 hands are gonna be better than 1. I don't want to risk breaking this, fucking this up. Hopefully he's home. If the Broham's home, he's home. That guy's flying pretty quick. Yeah, man. I got to get this off so I can get the money. I need money now. And I got to get truck parts and food. And I got to pay. Technically, I don't have to pay. I got 2 more weeks. My internet and power will be on before they shut it off. I'm going into my 2nd month. The power and electric, they let you go into the 2nd month, and then they shut it off after that. Looks like Bill might be here. The Broham's here. I need help. Hopefully he's not sleeping. It is kind of late, but seems like he's up around this time. Do. I don't know if he's here. Oh shit. I knocked on the window. It was still a glass pane. It was really thin, you know. I hear the doggy. It's funny that dog does not go past this fence right here for nothing. Hello. Hey, do you know if Bill? I see the Brohams here. Is Bill your brother here?
Oh yeah, he's.
Yeah, I kind of need his help.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I need some extra hands. I might get hurt doing this. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm excited. You know, it's been a rainy day. You know what I mean? I let people. You know, people need time to themselves. You know, I'm not. That's why I haven't been over here all day. Been letting Bill get time to himself, you know. But now I'm stealing him. I need his help. I need his help. I know I need his help. Because I need help turning the motor. I don't have to. I could do this all by myself. I can. But it's 6 o'clock, you know what I mean? And I'm hungry too, you know. So if I have him help, I can get this stuff done. I can eat the stuff that I have, you know. I got cereal I can eat just by itself, fill me up. I have water, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna die. But,
Go get him.
oh shit. See what I'm saying? Terror until to the fence. What's up, Bill? Is there any way you could help me out possibly?
What you want?
I'm taking off the transmission.
Yeah.
And I got the bottom, you know, the pan that goes on the bottom where the torque converter is. I can't get the other bolts off. I need help. Plus, I don't wanna hurt myself. I wanna make sure this is secure. And I got nice. You must have been ate some good. I gotta turn the motor as well to get to the torque convert bolts. If you don't mind helping me.
Oh.
I was trying to not do it till, you know, by myself because of the weather. I didn't want to bug you today.
Maybe we could stick boards under it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You got boards?
I have stuff over there. I just need extra hands.
We could get extra boards.
I kind of make sure I know, you know, you agree with what I'm about to do.
Oh, okay.
I need your opinion, I guess. Make sure I don't fuck things up. I don't want to mess anything up, Bill.
Oh, okay.
So I'm getting a lot of clicks on the stuff. What's funny is that
extra rain barrels.
That shelf I have that's getting more hits than
I put 3 more rain barrels up.
Oh, for what?
Yeah, see,
You collect water?
I doubled up this time.
You know what's funny is I was actually looking at a water system the other day.
What's Kitty doing?
So,
There's my kitty.
oh,
That's
I
my
love
kitty.
cats. What's its name? What's the cat's name?
Mia.
Mia. So a lot of people don't know these water.
Put that black one there, and put all the water that was in the blue one in that one.
So you need to do this in your home. A lot of people don't know. This is not necessarily just for drinking. What this does will stop erosion.
It makes
So
mosquitoes.
it does that too. But
Get
what's
some goldfish.
yeah? What, koi fish?
Goldfish.
Yeah,
throw 'em in
goldfish.
there.
Yeah, goldfish, koi fish. They turn it. You know, goldfish turn into carp. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Found
Yeah.
a dead raccoon in the backyard yesterday.
What, over here?
Yeah, I had to bury it
Nice.
because it was rotten and
Yeah, that's
sticky
nasty.
and making rats.
But I was gonna tell you, but I don't know if you know this. The water that comes off your house, right?
Yeah.
There's all these houses, all the trees have been ripped up, and foliage and stuff. And what's happening is the Rouge River, because of it, the water is running rapidly, and it's messing up our ecosystem. So what people are doing is this. This is actually what you're supposed to do. Is you're supposed to put buckets like this, and you're supposed to stop the water from creating flash floods. That's why we're having all these flash flood problems.
Oh.
Detroit has one of the biggest flash flood problems because when the city was built, a lot of that stuff wasn't in mind when it was, created. But if you go through, like if you walk down Hines Drive, you'll see all these plaques, right? And you can see them tearing up the river, and they're putting in new embankments, and they're putting in new flowers, even in Lola Valley right there. Lola Valley right behind our house?
Drink up the water.
That's nasty. The water looks nasty, but they're bringing it back. You can see they put all new shrubs, and then they created a minnow pond over here for frogs. It's a big frog pond. They fucking dumped a whole bunch of frogs there.
And we don't have to shoot the president. They're throwing him in jail now.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I mean, that's because it's Trump
Well, you know why they're throwing,
and whoever it
they're
is.
You know why they're throwing, they're going to throw
I think Trump will
in
be.
jail because
I think Trump will be president
they
again.
just don't like him. It's a personal thing.
I mean, it's a celebrity. You know what I mean? You're a celebrity and you're crazy.
Well, I don't know why they bother about him. Biden's got all kinds of secret documents in his garage. What's this all about?
I have no idea. I haven't had the news on lately. You have cable, I don't.
Biden and Trump, they're butt buddies.
That's nasty.
They
Literally
go
butt
at
buddies?
it all the time. Biden likes to get into Trump. Trump.
I try to stay.
Biden keeps eating it with Trump's trunk.
I'm sure that smells like perfume. I'm sure it smells like a woman down there. With all his money.
I gotta fix my door.
Yeah.
Take it all apart and grease it.
Nice. Let's spray some WD-40 on it.
Huh?
We're gonna spray WD. Oh.
No, I took it all apart and put
sticking?
laxative on it.
Laxative. Oh.
Laxative oil.
You would put laxative on it.
Laxative
That's
oil.
funny.
That laxative oil works the best.
These things are awesome. These things are so quiet.
Laxative oil.
Oh yeah, I mean mineral oil. It works. You can actually drink that for laxative. It works. That's what they give you before surgery a lot of times, or magnesium. Yeah, sure. I'd get some head from her. I mean, it's been that long. It's been a minute, man.
She is the head.
It's been a long time.
Hi there.
Last person was Margarita, and only will be with Margarita.
Hoochie.
Huh.
I'm a hoochie coochie girl.
That's funny. Deborah Mannequin, it says. D804 by Burmax.
I had a trunk load of these and the cops pulled us over.
Oh my God.
They didn't worry about these or me. They got after Hillbilly Dan. Because I told them, if you get pulled,
You have some weird friends,
don't
bud.
say you're hanging out.
Oh no.
And they asked me, what are you doing? He says, I'm looking for a brand new VCR, and I found one. Brand new in the box in my trunk.
What is he watching, 90s porn?
And then they asked him, what are
Smoking
you
crack?
doing? He
Smoking
says,
crack, watching 90s porn?
No, man.
For sure.
And then they grabbed him and left me alone.
That's what they did in the
Gave
90s.
him the 3rd degree.
Dude, I couldn't tell you, man. That was a big thing. It was a big thing, man. Crackheads loved
They didn't want to upset me,
videotaping porn, like VHS porn tapes, man. That's what they did.
They won't beat him up.
You had some weird friends, Bill.
Let me get my
Good thing you're not like that.
Get my keys.
You wouldn't be at the house if you were.
Yeah,
Look at these necklaces. It's awesome. I love these things. They actually remind me of my mom. My mom used to actually buy these and make these all the time when I was younger. She'd have boxes of stuff like
I
this.
don't need no sunglasses.
No, not really. It's not one of those. That's why I haven't come over, man. I was like, man, it's one of those days.
I don't have a house. I need somebody who needs these.
One of those.
You know, the damn trying to find that thing for that.
If I was staying at the house,
That damn keeps bothering me.
the kook.
That guy named what's his name? Keeps giving me water. He keeps bringing me water.
I'm probably gonna have to get off of this, guys, and upload this. It's already 50 minutes long. It's gonna take a minute to upload. But I gotta get this transmission off. I only have a few bolts, and it should be off. And I gotta get pictures and get it listed.
Well,
People are looking, want
Ryan?
it. People want it. I have no idea. I don't knock on Ryan's door. You?
Let's get him.
It'd be nice. It'd be nice if I could use this cherry picker. It'd be amazing.
He's picking out. He's using his cherry picker for his girlfriend.
Yeah, I bet.
He needs it because she's
Yeah.
so damn big.
Yeah, you probably have to put a. I couldn't imagine having that thing on it, having her on a sex swing. That's disgusting. Like, I mean, everybody has somebody for somebody. You know, if I was a big dude, by all means, you know, I would be all for it. But
Oh, I dropped the water. No need. I got an extra one. I'm trying to wash these off.
I'm gonna dry them all on this cardboard, or you gonna put them on your fence or something?
They're for you.
Oh, jeez. Spider-Man.
You want a couple of Spider-Mans
I mean,
for your window?
not really, but I can let it dry out.
It's getting cold out.
It is. It is. I have thermals on, actually, Bill. I put my thermals on. What, you gotta grab something? I can't really hold that, Bill, and do this at the same time. Well, I'm gonna go upload this, Bill. I gotta cancel this video anyways. You'll be over there. I'm gonna go cancel this. When I cancel it, I mean turn this off. I said cancel. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this video off. I'm gonna upload this and get set up and put Bill to work. We gotta earn some money. So, and this needs to get done ASAP. So, I'll see you guys soon, alright? Take care.